coming out the door and you can see the recycling can. That's gotta move. Anyway, let's take a last look at these boxwoods because these boxwoods are coming out today. Now, I'm definitely not an expert in boxwoods. I've never planted them. I've never had them in my yard before. I'm not sure if this orange is just your basic winter stress of boxwoods, but even if it is, these boxwoods they've got the holes in them, and I am not sure how I would deal with that. Maybe you could just hedge them off and prune them down low enough that they would not have the holes in them, but these are the original type of boxwoods that smell like cat urine, and I cannot stand that smell. It's so I can't take it. So these boxwoods are coming out of here, and we are definitely not replanting them. They're just going to go in the garbage. And then the other thing the landscaper guy is coming to do, we've planted a few roses, you might notice, is these two Japanese shrubs, Japanese pieris. They are going to be dug out and moved to the backyard. And then we're also going to dig out this Japanese little tree, some sort of maple tree. I'm not sure what it is yet. And this other one, this little one over here, those are also going to be dug out and moved to the back where the other Japanese or the other Japanese garden area is. As soon as I save up enough money for it, I will have the landscaper remove these two beautiful trees too. And I had toyed with the idea of just having him pull them and chop them up and get rid of them, because I'm not sure how much room I have for them in the back. But this one for sure I'm gonna keep. Apparently it's a really rare tree, and everyone whom I've said that I want to move it and I want to get it out of this front yard, they're like, what? Why? It's so pretty. I guess it probably is pretty in the fall and maybe even the summer when it's got leaves on it and the curve of the trunk is really pretty, but it doesn't go with a cottage type theme, which is what I'm doing in the front yard with my roses. And I'm thinking all those roses with these two big huge Japanese trees are going to look very odd. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe it'll look fine, and when it's all the roses are in and I look at it, I'll make, oh, that doesn't look too bad, and I'll leave them. But I'm kind of doubting it. But it is like $800 to remove this tree and chop it up. It's $2,000 if I want to move it out whole and replant it. And so I need to save up some money for these two bigger trees. It's going to take me a while. And I will try to remove them and have them planted in the backyard along with the other Japanese stuff. I just don't want my entire yard being Japanese. I don't mind a little bit, but not the whole yard. I like other things too. I may eventually have this thing moved to, because that looks kind of Japanese-y, but it's evergreen for right now. And I haven't decided what kind of evergreen shrub I want to keep in this section. But eventually, when I do move these trees out, I want to plant like a very small dwarf fruit tree of some sort here, and then a hydrangea tree up front in the corner. But that is what is happening here. It's going to be more of a cottage look because honestly, I think the house itself looks more cottagey. Like, you see this overhang here? If that was white stucco and I had those like black, I don't know, I can't remember what they're called, the boards that are like the Tudor style, I could easily do this. I mean, the lampshades they've got everywhere, it just, the brick, it kind of, to me, says cottage, like at least English countryside, if not cottage. So, and yeah, the boxwoods do go with that theme, but like I said, they're not looking very good, and two, they smell like cat urine, so they're going. But so that's what's going to happen today, and I probably won't record it happening because it's being done by a landscaper, and I don't want to put people on camera who don't want to be, but I will show you it all once it's done. Well, my husband said he's going to take this cypress down now. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, a little pieris there. One of the little Japanese trees there. Japanese tree there. And in that mud hole, another little pieris there. I moved the pagoda and the 2 herons out of the way. Go over here behind the air conditioner. That way it hits the air conditioner first, but the tree's not going to hit that. The tree is either going to go directly across and hit that tree, which I hope it really doesn't, or it's going to go across this way. And I don't know, it might be caught by these branches here. I'm thinking. I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes. This is not the first tree my husband has fell. His dad was a logger for a while. So I'm going to have to put my trust in my husband and know that he knows what he's doing. Not that I'm not worried. Because I am a little, but it'll be okay. I'm sure of it. I think so. Well, that was anticlimactic. Speeding it up here because it took so long. Not only was it anticlimactic, it took much longer than it should have taken. The tree was like hung up on some branches of the other trees, the arborvitae next to it, behind it. And so it was just taking forever. I edited out about 30 minutes of this process, at least 30 minutes. Is it stuck on branches or something? So this moment took forever. My husband was pushing on it. It was cut all the way through, but it was hung up on something. And in this moment, I had to go in and get my dog to stop barking because he was barking, yapping annoyingly. And of course, I knew the minute that I walked inside that the tree would come down. And that's pretty much what happened. Was just the first piece. The bigger, taller half came down while I was inside trying to get my dog to stop yapping. He did not like the chainsaw or the tree falling over.
Look how much I missed. Like,
oh wow, inches.
It was already bent. Inches, centimeters.
Wow.
Oh,
it's done?
I didn't even drop it on anything. You hit the house.
You need help moving it out of the way?
Well,
because one of the holes is right there.
My next step is cutting the smaller pieces. So it's easier to move.
Okay. And yes, we could have just cut the bottom branches, the dead branches off from the bottom and left the tree, the rest of the tree up there, the part that looked good. But that tree was just way too close to the house. The roots were already starting to get too close to the foundation, so that tree was just, it's in a bad spot, too close to the house, and it needed to come down.
Heights than me. Your head.
Do I get to tell you so? My head, I'm raining, all right.
Pretty much.
So it's on record that my husband got to say, I told you so. Let's go take a look at the front yard, because while my husband was taking down this tree, the landscapers took out the Japanese maples and the Japanese pieris and the boxwoods.
So now to see the difference of the boxwoods being gone and the Japanese things out of the front yard. Oh my goodness. Look at the change that makes. I cannot wait to plant my wildflowers in there. The salvia and yarrow are going in there. It's so empty. Boy, does that make a change. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. They're gone. We're putting the rose standard trees here and an arbor over here. This will all be roses and lavender. And we are not going to be able to plant any more roses on this half until after we get these two trees taken out, because otherwise they'll be in the way of the workers, which is what I figured. So, well, they got more of that wire vine out for me. There's still a little left. It looks so bare now. So strange. Okay, let's go see what they look like out in the back. So here's the verdict. Here's what they look like back here. I'm loving it. They did such a good job. It looks so good right there. X minus the tree we took down that was half dead. That will take months of putting into the yard waste bin. That is one thing I miss about the country, is just having room to burn stuff like that. But I can see my vision coming to life. They did such a good job. Okay, so imagine this is a pathway. There's going to be an evergreen there and an evergreen there. And you're just walking. It's kind of like walled off from the rest. I love it. And then when we have money to move the two bigger trees, one will go here. And the other one will go here. And then it'll be this huge, well, not huge, but it'll be a little Japanese kind of nature garden here, back here. Love it. We will probably get rid of all of these things in between. My husband doesn't really like them. They kind of look like they fit in the Japanese theme anyway, and there's already evergreens behind it, which we might eventually replace as well. But I think I might put my hydrangeas here, because I've been trying to figure out where in the heck I can put them, since the gas line is running where I wanted to put them. It's coming together. I'm so excited. It looks so good.
Thank you all for coming, and until next time, feed the pollinators for me.
It looks so good. I'm seeing my vision come to life now. Super excited. Yay!